My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. Okay, well, there's a little thing it's time to come on and do right now, and that is something that you can see has kind of been done on this robin in the past, but I kind of did the sanding in between videos and decided while I was at it I'd go ahead and draw these little lines that make the places where the burner goes in. So that's what I have to show for now, and we're gonna move the camera down to where y'all can see it a little better. And looks like, oh yeah, well, I tell you, it's probably got to be in a different place, I say. And for what we have here, I tell y'all, there's just little eyeball punchers we got that make it so we go right in and make the little eye for the robin and put in little holes. And I say it's hard to get these to perfection where they are kind of close enough to the right place with each other. It gets kind of hard to really even these things out when it comes down to it. So sometimes you're just going to have to fool around until you get it in the right place and the right angles where the little project shall need to be. And so I say just kind of come down to where we make little bitty lines that shall make out the little eyes. And so I say the work is just kind of like little worship of medleys and things. So I say nice little works shall be fortunately done in how we make things turn out to be. So kind of cut around the little circles, make out the little circles right around the daggum eyes, and kind of get it where the little robin shall come out. Did kind of see today I've gotten another subscriber. Seems like sometimes, these subscribers are coming sometimes a little bit faster than I'd normally expect, but I'm grateful for them. I say kind of come down to where we're making out the little area that makes out the little circular shaped eye that makes the robin out. So it's just going to be a nice little character. You see, we got the circles done. Make sure they're in equal enough place with each other, which from what I'm seeing they probably seem to be. And for one little step, I say we're going to take this wood burner and kind of like make out some little lines right in the places where we need them. Kind of put on a little place where we sort of make a little line that goes right around the head of the robin and kind of cuts off the place where when we get all done with it, there's going to be a place to put the wood burner over the whole head and kind of give it a little bit of a darker spot that differentiates it from the rest of the wood. You know, it's like in reality, a robin is more like mostly a certain shade of black all over, with, like, I'd say, just some darker black up around the head. But when it comes down to this, it's really going to be one where it's going to be mostly brown and have a little black around the head just to kind of differentiate the color, because the wood is walnut and therefore the wood is brown, and we like to kind of, you know, show the grain of the wood as much as we can. So there comes a place where we're going to kind of make a little area up along the top of the beak and kind of put in some little extra space right in there to make it so it's going to be just a fine little bird for our little interesting care. I say that it's going to be time to kind of switch the burner over to the other thing, and I say that we got the wrong pin on there, so we're going to switch it over a bit. And sometimes, just sometimes, as for this other side of the burner, the pin does get switched around a lot. So we're going to kind of come on here, kind of take this little flat shader burner and put it along here, along the little, below the neck, below the chin, and kind of burn in little spots there to kind of get it so it's going to be a little more burnt as black as it needs to be, just to see how little robin shall come out and do little things. I say that just kind of seeing what we're going to see. You know, it's might be a little harder to see sometimes from the distance of the camera, but I tell y'all that this is just where we work a little ways in, make it so little robin shall kind of show a little grace and character to us, and see how we just put the little time and effort right into the piece to see little things as far as they're just going to go, and then just kind of like I say, let you all see how this much progress has come along. And this is just one of the things where we're going to put a little progress into this little step 2, make it so it's going to be a little nicer to see. I say that little things like this can take us a little time, you know, and kind of put a little effort of work in. I say that this is just kind of the burning process. You see how much we got along this side, and now it's time to go along this side too, of the little head of the hair, and kind of work along this edge, keeping things straight as can be. I say just kind of moving things along here, and kind of just seeing how they're all for the future gonna really, 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 really turn out. I say come up here above the beak and do a little bit of extra work. I say just kind of like have a little place where we measure out a little black burning of walnut in place. And as for now, we've come over here where we're going to go above this other eye like we've already did with the first, and see how little Buddy turns out, and just to kind of work along this other place too here, and just show a little livelihood, grace, and measure to what we're going to have in this walnut. I say when you cut it or burn it or something, it makes a pretty strong smell. It smells just like the walnuts that come off the tree, you know. You know, still remember a time when as a kid went out and collected a bunch of walnuts out of a subdivision forest that was just down the street from my house, and brought home a big grocery bag full of those walnuts, and nonetheless would say that I ended up kind of getting black all over my hands from the walnuts. And oh, I tell y'all that it was like, remember having to get my hands soaked in some bleach water to kind of, I'd say, like, get all the black walnut stain removed. They say, you know, the nuts are not poisonous that come off the tree, but the wood of the tree itself is. There's so much they tell you about walnut wood, like don't plant a walnut tree near grass, it will kill the grass. They tell you, like, don't use walnut mulch on your garden, it will kill your plants. See? And they tell you don't use walnut mulch in a horse stall, or else the horses will get it in their hooves and it will kill the horses. So, all this caution to take, all this stuff to know why, I tell y'all that this is just kind of a little work of wonder, I say, and you know, the little toxins that are in it, all the people who taught me about that, I mean, they're all kind of passed away now, but I say, you know, we might miss them now and then, but we know some people are in better places, you know, some people are better off these days, and we know where they are, and we know we always wish some of the best for them, wherever they are, whatever they're doing. I say that some people are in heaven carving wood from the tree of life. I say, and one little last spot there is on the back of the head, so kind of get a little shading into that, burning in a little wood in that area. This little thing shall kind of turn up to us make us see brighter days coming. All the good news in the way of all things. Sometimes, just sometimes, little subscribers may come and go, but this work shall be a wonderful little piece to last us for a long, long time. Some things to come up in a few weeks, and I say that when we all get done, we're going to have nice little work to measure our abilities. Take care of this little robin bird, remove, get along, kind of take along, and sort of just put on a little grace and faith for all we know and need. And I say, just kind of get along here. There's probably been a little more time to take to do this, but it's not perfect yet, so we'll come back on another video and do a little more. I wish you all the best. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all come on to see a little more again, and thank you all so much. Take care and always keep in touch. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.